Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt like your prayers were just bouncing off the ceiling, or like you were talking to an empty room, then you are definitely not alone. I've been there, and honestly, it can be pretty disheartening, right? There was a time when prayer, something that used to bring me so much peace, suddenly felt, well, empty. And I want to share what I learned during that really challenging period, because it completely changed my perspective and made my spiritual life richer than ever before. For a while, my prayers became rote, almost like a checklist. I'd go through the motions, say the words, but there was no connection, no feeling. It started to feel like a chore, and I began to doubt if it even mattered. That emptiness led to frustration, and then, surprisingly, it led to curiosity. I started asking myself, why does it feel this way? What am I missing? And that's where the real learning began. The first big realization was that prayer isn't always about getting an immediate, tangible answer. Sometimes, it's simply about showing up. It's about cultivating a relationship, and like any relationship, it won't always feel electrifying. There are quiet moments, reflective moments, and even moments of doubt. I learned that just being present, even when it felt quiet, was a form of prayer in itself. It was about offering my time, my thoughts, and my very presence, without expecting anything specific in return. It's like spending time with a dear friend without needing a deep conversation every single time. Just sharing space can be enough. Secondly, I discovered the power of different forms of prayer. I used to think prayer was only talking, but what about listening, or meditating, or even just being grateful for the small things throughout the day? I started incorporating gratitude journals, spending time in nature, and just sitting in quiet reflection. And suddenly, the emptiness began to fill with a new kind of presence. It wasn't about hearing a voice, but about sensing a deeper connection, a gentle unfolding. It wasn't a sudden, dramatic shift, but a subtle, steady transformation. And finally, I learned that it's okay to bring your doubts and your emptiness into your prayers. In fact, that's often when the most profound breakthroughs happen. Instead of trying to force myself to feel a certain way, I started praying about my feelings of emptiness. I voiced my confusion, my frustration, and my longing for connection. And in doing so, I found a surprising sense of relief and openness. It was in acknowledging the struggle that I truly started to reconnect. So, if you're currently feeling that void, please know it's a normal part of a spiritual journey. It's not a sign you're doing something wrong, but perhaps an invitation to explore prayer in a new way, to deepen your understanding, and to find connection even in the quietest moments. Don't give up on prayer. Let prayer transform you in its own time. Thank you so much for watching today.